I just like make that little sound to keep people in the audience amused. You know.
This gentleman, this lady.
So the next bit is the Martian and the interpreter. And it's not one of my favorite bits because it depends too much on the interpreter and the people used as the Martians. I knew the lady in the blue was okay and the lady in the white was okay, but I wasn't sure about the other three. So here goes.
Anybody out there who can interpret Martian to English? You can? Cool, stand up for a second. Boy, today's my lucky day. Take the microphone. Ask the first Martian, in Martian of course, how long it took her to get from Mars to Earth?
And that's not a good sign.
She doesn't know? Ask the second Martian, is there state fairs on Mars? Is there state fairs on Mars? What's she say?
So I'm thinking to myself, okay, this bit's dying, but I've got a couple ways of pulling this out, and I'll have them sing, and I'll have them laugh to a joke, and laughing to the joke is a simple suggestion, and it ends that bit on a good note. Plus, I'll have her put everybody under at the end of this bit. But once again, not one of my favorite bits. It's okay. It depends on the people you have on stage, and that's just my opinion. So sit back and enjoy.
Yes, right? Yes. Cool. I want you to tell them on the count of three. I want all four of them to sing me a rock and roll song in Martian as loud as they can on the count of three. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, go. Put the microphone on. Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's great.
Of course, the classic bowing all throughout the show. Now, making people laugh at stupid things is one of the easiest suggestions to give the person on stage. So this is why I end this bit with having them laugh, because if they don't sing, if they don't react, that's fine, but they usually always laugh.
Why didn't the skeleton cross your road? Watch this, we tell the punchline. He didn't have the guts. Yeah, he didn't have the guts.
And you see, it gets a little bit better reaction, especially from the guys and the women. Now, I thought this next way is a really cool way to end this bit, and I've been using it in my show for a while. I probably got it from somebody else, I don't remember, but it's a cool way to end this particular bit. Watch this.
Yeah, see back on stage. Now, I want you to start with this Martian right here. Walk up to him and say, sleep in Martian, and point to him, and he'll go to sleep. This next guy? Can I have the microphone? Have a seat for me. Point to yourself and say, sleep in Martian. I am for the Martian and the interpreters, yeah!
And the lady's going to stand up and take a bow. They never get tired of that bit, do they?
A couple things I want to mention before we continue. First of all, this tip was provided by Unkept.
Now, most fairs have sponsors, and it's really important to include the sponsor in the show. And they actually wound up selling lots of bottles, a lot more bottles of water than they anticipated. They had to come back and bring an extra like 10,000 bottles. So I really tried to work it into my pre-show before the show started about them. And I use a bottle of their water as an award in the disco dance competition. And they really loved it, and they had a really good response. And it's just, and I'm promoting the video right here.
People that come back 3, 4, 5 times, thank you very much. Give yourselves a hand. Yeah.
What I would do is I would just have them sign a clipboard. They would give me the money. I would make a copy of the DVD when I got home, and I would mail it to them. And they trusted me. And it was easy for me. It was easy for my wife. And there you go. So it's coming to the end of the show, and I want to wrap it up with something upbeat, something positive. And I get just people on stage going, and the energy of the stage going, and it's kind of, I'm starting to wrap up the show right about now.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Stand up, everybody. Everybody stand up, please. Get ready to do the twist.
even with little kids, if they don't know how to do the twist, they watch the person next to them. But most people have seen this at one point in their life, so it's no big deal.
Watch out for the edge of the stage.
This is shot on digital video, and it's 9 years old. There's a crinkle in the tape somewhere around here. Couldn't be helped, but.
When I say the word freeze, I want you to freeze. 1, 2, 3, freeze. You're no longer doing the twist. It's the 1970s, the mirror ball spinning. It's time to disco down. 1, 2, 3, disco down.
And everybody knows how to disco. And I usually pick 2 people at the end and make them the king and queen of disco. Just that's a good way to end it. And because the water company was our sponsor, they had water that you could actually put around their necks on chains. So that was their award. I kept water, was happy, I was happy, the people at the fair was happy, and the crowd was happy, so it was a win-win. There's a glitch in the tape. Actually, at the time, the videos only shot 60 minutes at a time, so if my show ran over an hour, I'd have to stop the show while my wife changed videotapes. That was always fun. Keep in mind this is 2001, so this tape's 9 years old. Enjoy, and there's more to come after this clip right here. I'm going to try to get them all done today.
Let's see some fancy moves.
You never know what's going to happen when you tell them that, so I'll just throw that in there.
A hand for the king and queen of disco, yeah.
And there's the bottles of on-cat water.
Solid gold medal for you right here. The solid gold medal for you.
And I'll see you in the next clip.
Show everybody your medals. Hold up your medals. And take it back to your seat for me, please. Take it back to your seat for me, please. There you go. Take it back to your seat for me. Thank you, Mr. Ma. Come on back here, please. And sleep, Mr. Ma. On the count.